Well, it has certainly been a week for Grails for me. Not too long ago, I posted a video showing Kate Bush's The Red Shoes, which John Staffsowell sent me, and very much appreciated that. I've been looking for that record for an awful long time. A few days later, I ended up going on a little record excursion with a friend of mine named Blake, and after we were all done with that, we stopped by his house on the way back, and he mentioned that he had some duplicate CDs and some duplicate pieces of vinyl that he wanted me to look through and see if I needed anything. We tend to do that with each other. Basically, I offer him spares of the things that I have, and vice versa. But so anyway, I go over his house and I started looking through some of his stuff. He's not as into vinyl as I am, but he is a huge collector of 12-inch singles, and so he's got I would imagine that probably 80% of his collection, and he's got several hundred pieces of vinyl. I would imagine that 80% of that is 12-inch singles. So anyway, not surprisingly, most of the things he had in duplicate were 12-inch singles. But one thing he had, not only did he have it, it was a full length, but it was sealed, and it turned out to be a kind of a grail record for me. So I'll share that with you at the end, so that I'll keep you in suspense while you stick with me through the 12-inch singles. Depeche Mode. It's kind of like an EP. Looks like some remixes on here, and supposedly some live tracks from Pasadena Rose Bowl, June 18th, 1988. So I hadn't seen this before. Perhaps some of you that are bigger Depeche Mode fans than I know all about that, but that was new to me. Strangelove. Bong 13 from Depeche Mode. This one's from Music for the Masses, I think. Yeah. And another one from Music for the Masses, Never Let Me Down Again. I think that I have this 12-inch single, but this one may be in slightly better condition than mine. I'll have to see. 12-inch single for New Order, Confusion. Looks like just 4 different versions of Confusion on there. And also New Order, Shell Shock. This is the one, the song that they had on the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. And Cabaret Voltaire, 12-inch Cabaret Voltaire mix for Here to Go and Don't Argue. A really sweet one, and yet still not the Grail, but definitely a sweet find, was a 12-inch single for 9 Inch Nails, Down in It, from Pretty Hate Machine. Very cool to find that. 3 different versions of Down in It, and then Right Track, Unique, and Roadhouse. One of the tracks too is the Right Track. It just has in parentheses Cleveland next to it. So I don't know whether that was recorded in Cleveland, but Cleveland's my hometown, my original hometown, and I don't know how many people were aware of this or not, but Trent Reznor was from Cleveland. He was in a band called the Exotic Birds, which was kind of a 80s new wave act, and then formed 9 Inch Nails. And the artist management address given on here is a P.O. box in Cleveland, Ohio. So pretty cool to have that. So the Grail. I've been looking for this record for an awful long time. It's another one of those that's available, but when you find it, it's ridiculously high priced. Blake gave me those 12-inch singles. This one he didn't give me. This one I bought from him, but I was very willing to buy it from him, and he definitely gave me the friend discount on this. Tori Amos, Under the Pink, sealed, and I don't know if you can read that or not, but special limited edition pink vinyl. I asked him about this. I said, first of all, he and I are Tori Amos fans. He and I went and saw Tori Amos a couple years ago together. So it didn't surprise me that he had this album, but I asked him why he still had it sealed, and he said that when this first came out, he just bought a couple copies of it on the pink vinyl thinking that, you know, he would either have a backup copy or, you know, they'd be worth something someday. So, yeah, but he sold one to me, sold me a copy of it. I can't decide. I can't decide if I should leave it sealed or not. I have such a... I wrestle with the whole leave it sealed thing. I tend not to leave records sealed that I don't already have and haven't listened to. But I've had this one on CD for an awful long time. So certainly I'm very familiar with the record itself. Just can't decide. I mean, I want to take a look at that pink vinyl. Fuck it. Let's do it. Here you have it. Opening of Tori Amos. Maybe. Opening of Tori Amos under the pink vinyl. Here on live camera. Again, maybe. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we have it. I know some people in the vinyl community already have this, but look at that. Yes. Thank you very much, Blake. I appreciate that. It's very cool to have a copy of this, and especially cool to know that you didn't have to sacrifice your copy, because you still have one. So definitely thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. Holy Grail number 2 in 1 week. I'm on a roll. All right. Talk to you folks later. Thanks for watching.